or would you stay? Oh, and if at first you don't succeed, then dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it.
I had my first booking within literally less than 4 hours of me making my property live. Passive income is literally the way to go. These days I'm all about working smarter, not harder. I don't mind working hard, but if there's also a way for me to work smarter, I'm going to take it. I'm going to give you guys the tea you need to get your first Airbnb booking in literally less than 24 hours. So I signed up on the Airbnb platform about a few years ago, like everyone else, but I didn't become a host until the end of August. So I actually listed my first live Airbnb like the second week of September, and within 24 hours I was booked for the whole month, and I'm about to show you guys how you can do the same. This video, guys, once again, is just the basics you need to secure your first booking. I'm not necessarily going to talk about the whole setup and startup process, but it's the things you will need on your listing to get you booked within less than 24 hours. You want to make sure you have awesome, amazing, clean photos. You can use your phone. Just make sure the settings are on 4K and you have a high shutter speed on your camera, or like me, I have a Canon EOS M50 and I took my Airbnb pictures with that camera. I will insert some pictures of how they turned out below, but you want to invest in high quality photos for your first listing, only because you're a new host, you don't have any reviews yet, so you want to make sure that every element of your listing stands out. Number two, when you're actually listing the property, the name of your property is very important, because if this is your first listing, you want to do everything you can to get that first booking. So make sure you include, one, the number of bedrooms, because that is important. People care about the amount of space in the unit that they'll be sleeping in. You want to list the number of bedrooms and the location. The way Airbnb lists their properties, that they always promote the newer listings first, because you're a new host, you're a new listing, you haven't any reviews yet once again, so they always are going to boost up the newest listings, and then after that they boost listings with the highest ratings. So that means 5 stars in cleanliness, 5 stars in communication, 5 stars in location, all those other categories. This point is very important. You want to be competitive with your pricing. And I said this to say, because what? You're a what? Oh yeah, you're a new listing, you're a new host. So what you want to do is do some research. So look up some other Airbnbs that are in your area and see what their night to night rates are. When you're a new host, of course, you want to get that first booking. So what I did for the first month, I made my listing about $10 to $15 cheaper than what the average was in my area, and I saw bookings like that. It was so quick. So I would most definitely recommend being competitive with your pricing. That will put you way ahead. It will also help boost you in the Airbnb algorithm. With competition, it's about supply and demand, right, for these listings in the same property as you. So people are always going to be looking for the best deal. Okay, you look for the best deal and you go shopping for clothes, groceries, whatever else it is. So same goes for your Airbnb. When you're listing your Airbnb, think about it like you're on the other end, like you're the consumer, you're the person looking to book an Airbnb. What are things that you look for when you do go to book an Airbnb? Be sure to include those key elements in your listing. Be cautious about having a flexible check-in and check-out time policy. I learned the hard way. When I first signed up on the app, I did set my check-ins to be flexible, only because I wanted a booking quick. Okay, and let me tell you, I had my check-in and check-out flexible, but that ended up hurting me. I ended up having to cancel a large amount of reservations because people were arguing with me, oh, well, the check-in says flexible, check-out says flexible, why do I have to be out by this time? So if you're desperate and thirsty for a good few first week bookings, and if you have the time on your hands, it's okay, go ahead and put your check-in policy as flexible. That's fine. But if not, I'll remove that. And honestly, I don't think that plays a huge role in whether or not your listing gets booked, because currently my check-in and check-out policy is very strict. Okay, tenants have to be out by noon, check in no later than this time. So that way, in between time, I have a good amount of time to flip the unit, you know, clean it, make sure everything's good with the lights, plumbing, all that in between guests. The next thing you want to do with your listing is to be as descriptive as possible as far as what amenities are included in your unit. So if you have a full washer and dryer, say that. If your unit comes with utensils in a dishwasher, full kitchen, say that. A fire alarm, say that. Also, you want to be very descriptive with the things that are outside and around the community. So where my unit is located, it's like in the middle of a shopping plaza. So there's a Publix, Costco, Kroger, a bunch of restaurants and other shops. So you want to make sure you include that in your listing, because literally when people are going to look for Airbnbs, they want to know, oh, where's the closest gas station, where's the closest grocery store, where's the closest restaurant, where's the closest hospital. So you want to make sure you include all of these things in your listing description when it comes to your location. Next, you want to be very descriptive with your property's amenities. So if your property has a pool, say that. If your property has an in-unit washer and dryer, say that. Centralized heating and air conditioning, say that. Literally, once again, you want to be as descriptive as possible so people are more likely and more willing to literally book with you, because they feel more comfortable knowing you have all of these things easily accessible to them. Also, house rules, be very specific with your house rules. So if your apartment or your unit is kid friendly, or is kid friendly, or is it not kid friendly? Do you allow pets or do you not allow pets? Do you allow large parties, gatherings, things of that sort? When I first listed mine, I allowed all these things because, like I said, I wanted to get a booking quick, fast. So after about the first 2 weeks, when I was pretty filled up, I took those off. I said no pets and no large parties, but my unit is kid friendly and it is pet friendly according to the size of the pet and what breed the dog or cat is, because as you know, some apartment units do have strict breed restrictions when it comes to pets. And this one also messed me up. Automatic bookings, but it did help me get bookings faster. So pretty much with automatic bookings, what it is, if someone comes across your unit on Airbnb and they want to go ahead and book without you, the host, pre-approving them, they can do that, and it's for whatever date, whatever check-in time they want. Personally, I took that feature off. You cannot automatic book with me as a host. I have to pre-approve or decline the guest inquiry. So and like I said, now I'm a little bit further along, a few more weeks in, a few more months in. That hasn't determined whether or not I get bookings or not. So that's something else you may want to consider, and it just depends on your area as well. What I do, I'll switch my Airbnb profile from hosting to like travel or whatever, and I look at Airbnbs in my area and see what their check-in check-out policy is. You know, I'll see what their check-in check-out policy, I'll see what their house rules are, automatic booking rules, things of that sort, because once again, you want to be competitive for other properties that are in your area. So of course, a big part of having a successful Airbnb business is having a good customer review experience. So there is a feature on Airbnb where if you're a host, you can refer another host. Try to get another host referral to you, and then that host that referred you, they can leave a comment on you. So you'll kind of have your first comment, so people are a little less weary about booking with you for the first time because you are new. I will say, when I first put my unit up, I had a few people message me just saying, oh, is this property legit, because I didn't have any reviews yet. So if you can have a few different hostess, a few different Airbnb hosts who you may know already give you a good review, that will help out also with getting your first booking. People who book Airbnbs, they tend to either be travel nurses, people who are traveling for remote work assignments and things of that nature. So if you are open to month-to-month booking, month-to-month booking for your Airbnb, have that price set as to where you're covering your rent, but you're also still profiting off of the property, if that makes sense. When I first made my unit live, I got a boatload of inquiries asking if I do month-to-month renting. Airbnb will actually ask you if you do want to do month-to-month renting, you need to make sure that the month-to-month price that your customer will be paying is going to cover your rent, your bills, all that, and then you're still going to profit some. So having month-to-month booking also makes your property look a lot more appealing and attractive. So also consider that if you're willing to do month-to-month booking. This has nothing to do with if your property gets booked or not, but make sure you set up your payout information like 7 days before you plan on making your property live, because it takes up to 7 business days for them to approve of your payout method, and you want to be able to get your money as soon as possible. This is just a side note. Make sure that you list on your property description that you do have cleaning supplies on the property, especially with this sickness going around. People want to make sure that your home is clean, that they have the right supplies if need be. So I would also recommend, I have a Costco membership and I get all my cleaning supplies, disposable sponges I use after each guest come in and out. I get all those from Costco. So if you have like a Sam's Club, Costco membership, utilize that for your cleaning supplies. But do make sure you have supplies like you know, Lifestyle wipes, extra paper towels, just basic human necessities you would need on a day-to-day if you're cleaning up. That makes a big difference because people want to make sure that the property is clean and that they're less liable to get sick. This video isn't really to show you guys how to properly set up your Airbnb step by step. These are just some key things I noticed when listing my property that helped me get bookings within less than 24 hours. Y'all, when I tell you I had my first booking within literally less than 4 hours of me making my property live. If you guys want another video on how to actually set up an Airbnb step by step, so that means acquiring the property, getting furniture, all that good stuff, I can do that because I am looking to get more properties within this year, or if not, the top of next year, because I love passive income. I think passive income is great. Every young black woman, every young woman, young man, it don't matter who you are, passive income is literally the way to go. These days I'm all about working smarter, not harder. I don't mind working hard, but if there's also a way for me to work smarter, I'm going to take it. So passive income, Airbnb is a great way to earn some good passive income. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just love informing people. I hate holding information. I love to learn how to do new things that can make me some more money. Not only that, but just feel fulfilled and, you know, really breathe in my creativity. And I will see you guys on the next one.
Self off and try again. You can just